I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. Hi, I'm Melissa Colleret, life coach, inspiring and empowering you to live a life that you love. Now, we've all been there, this place or time in our life where things feel kind of icky and things get difficult, we get tired, we get stuck in a rut. Now, you might feel like you're alone when you feel stuck in a rut, but we've all been there. So I want to make sure that you know how to get out of a rut, because often that's holding you back from doing the things that you really love in your life and what you're really great at. And I've got 6 essential steps for you to get out of your rut, out and unstuck in order to live your best life. So the first thing you need to do, the first essential step, is to get real about what's going on in your life. So what I do when I'm feeling stuck is I usually write it out. I write out, what are the facts? What's actually happening in my life right now? Where am I? What's my point A? Or if I think about being in a shopping center, when you go on a map, there's always that little star that says you are here. So I ask myself, where am I? Because I'm here right now and I need to figure it out. So once you know where you are, that's when you can move on to the next step. And that is figuring out where you want to go. So what is it that you really want? So maybe you want to clear your inbox. Maybe you just need to get a girls' night out. Or maybe you want to quit your job and start your own business. So sometimes when you're stuck in a rut, you know what you want, but you're resisting where you are and it's not connecting. So you need to figure out where you are and then where you want to go so you can bridge that gap and create that map in order to get there. Now, after that, you might need to ask for support. And this might be very difficult. And some people are like, I don't need help. I can figure this out on my own. I'll get out of my own rut. Now, picture this. You're driving down a road and it might be a snowstorm and your car gets into the ditch. Now, first thing that you realize is that you're in a ditch. Now, that's the getting real part. You're in a ditch. There's no way out of it unless you start digging or pull yourself out. So you have a couple options. Maybe you have the tools in your trunk and you're going to get that shovel out, shovel the snow out, and roll out of there. Perhaps you don't have the tools or you just don't know how to use them. So you're going to call a professional and get a tow truck to get you out of the ditch. So the thing is in life is that you're in the driver's seat. You're driving your own vehicle. So if you're in a ditch in your life, you need to either pull the tools out of your trunk to get yourself out of there or ask for support from someone who has the tools that will get you back on the road. So that might be asking your life coach for support. Now, after that, you need to do something that you love just for no reason. So if you're stuck in a rut, and you really start to look at what's going on, you might have stopped doing the things that just make you happy for no reason. You're just focusing on these, getting these results or these achievements, or you're stuck in your perfectionism. And instead of just looking at what is something that's going to make me feel good right now. It could be making yourself a nice meal, or again, that night out with your girlfriends. Now, I got this, and it was really clear that doing something that I love for no reason was super important for my success when I was applying to an MBA program a couple years ago. Now, I didn't end up doing the MBA, and that's a whole other story, but I'm so glad that I applied because I got to write one of the essays, which was all about what I was passionate about. And I remember writing that essay was so difficult because I was so emotional about it. I was writing about all these things I love to do and what made me happy. And I just kept on crying because I realized I hadn't been taking the time to do these things. And I remember I wrote the essay and I went out for a run by the water because that's one of the things that makes me so happy in life. And it was a really powerful exercise in reconnecting to what I'm really passionate about. So perhaps it's time that you reconnect to your passions and really get clear as to what are the little things that make you happy, because maybe you haven't been doing them for a while and you just need to do it. You just need to do something that you love and that makes you happy, because trust me, that's going to refuel you in order to keep on moving forward. Now, another thing you can do is sweat it out. And I'm serious about this. You need to move in order to create action and to get into momentum. So often when we're stuck in a rut, we kind of stop moving. We're stagnant. We've kind of got bored with ourselves. Picture a swamp and a stream. So a swamp is really stagnant water. There's nothing going on there. It's not moving. But where a stream, there's motion, there's action, there's clarity. So come on, you got to get out there. So maybe today you're going to go for a walk or a run, or I don't know, call your buddy up and say, take me to that boot camp class you've been talking to me about. I need to get grooving again. Now, lastly, and really importantly, is you need to snap out of your mediocre thinking. The thing is, you have this voice that's calling you to be great. So you need to crank up the volume of your greatness. And one way that you can do this is asking yourself, what would the people you admire do in this kind of situation? And the thing that I would encourage you to do is start asking yourself, what would your best self ask you to do? Start generating your own power by asking yourself, if I was my best self right now, what would I do right now? Where would I start? Where would I begin? How would I get out of this? Start creating from yourself, because you can. And you need, again, to crank up that volume of your greatness in order to listen to what it would tell you to do. Okay, just to recap what we just talked about, the 6 steps to get unstuck and out of your rut. First of all, getting real. So what is actually going on in your life? What's the situation that is keeping you stuck right now? What's too overwhelming? What feels scary or untouchable? So write it out so that you can really see what's happening. 2, what do you really want? Get clear as to where you want to go. So you start off by knowing what's your point A and then go to point B. So get clear, what do you want and what do you need right now? 3 is ask for support. You don't have to do it alone. So either use the tools that you already have or reach out to a professional or friend to get you out of it. 4, do something that you love for no reason at all. Do something that you love just because it feels good. Get back to doing the things that make you happy. 5 is sweat it out. Move your body. You need to keep on moving for your life to keep on flowing. And lastly, what would your best self ask you to do in this moment? Now, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful or you know someone for whom this would make a difference, please share this video. Now, if you want to be the first to know about updates and other tools for living your best life, please sign up to the Inspire and Empower newsletter. And every Monday, you will receive some insights from me in order to live your best life. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'm Melissa Colleret, life coach, inspiring and empowering you to live a life that you love. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. My goodness. Okay. Back in the saddle. Back in the saddle. Who says that? Okay, let's start over.